Microphone check. Microphone check. Good morning, everyone. Here, Tom, aka Nostradamus, live streaming from Eric Bachman's Palapis. You know, I don't know what's going on. You can see my screen and you can see my chair turn around. Something's wrong with my camera. I'm not trying to figure it out. Even rebooted my computer, so I'm just gonna flip to a screen. No, not gonna get to look at my lovely face today, but we'll switch it over to my desktop. And hopefully my camera's not broke, man. It's an expensive camera. Not really sure what's going on. I'm gonna flip this over to the desktop. We're gonna hide the camera and I'll deal with it this weekend. Let's get over to the markets. A lot going on. How is everyone doing? Good morning. It's Friday. Thank God. Working for the weekend. The weekend's here. Problem is, crypto don't stop on the weekend. Constantly checking my prices, you know, gets tiring. I'm worn out from watching my prices every 5 minutes. What about you guys? So quite a turnaround overnight in the stock market. The NASDAQ futures were down quite a bit again last night, but it looks like we had quite a reversal. We're taking a look. The NASDAQ right now is now currently up 78. The market is going to open in 5 minutes. Pre-market Tesla's up a bit. It's up at 796, up about, I don't know, what's the math on that, $9. We got Mara and Riot. They were taking a bit of a pullback, even though Bitcoin was getting hammered. I'm sorry, Bitcoin wasn't getting hammered. Mara and Riot were getting hammered, and Bitcoin's going up. What are we looking at today? So Mara's back up about $3. It was down quite a bit yesterday. Riot's currently up about $6. That's going to be good for the good kids. I was looking at my small account. I love my small account. It's probably my favorite account, as mentioned numerous times. Opened this with $2,500 in October, put in $250 a month. So I put $3,500 total into this, and this account is sitting currently at about $7,700. So we're pushing $8,000. The goal is to try and 10x this account from the $2,500. SGG in the house. How you doing, brother? Good morning. Good morning. Ghost. Ghost. Yeah, you've been a ghost. What's going on, my man? So we're going to try and get this account to $2,000. We've done this a lot with a lot of options plays, made a lot off NEO, made a lot off Tesla. Now we're currently riding that crypto wave. You know, I do think crypto is where it's at. We're going to be talking about a little bit about Polkadot versus Cardano. Who's winning that battle? Well, if you're a hardcore Cardano maximalist or a hardcore Polkadot maximalist, I got news for you. Yeah, you're both losing right now because BNB has moved all the way into the third spot and even taking out Tether. That is a massive move by BNB. That is like CZ's over there just running a tight ship. Man, he's really got some things going on. I'm sitting here wishing I would have bought more BNB. There's a lot of utility to it. Plus, it's a smart chain, just like your Polkadot, just like your Cardano. All right, so what else we got? NNDM, it's up a bit. Palantir, we're up a bit. So when this market opens in 2 minutes, hopefully we're going to see some green, some profit and loss green. Maybe we'll do some stuff. Probably not going to do a whole lot in the stock market today. Going forward, not going to be doing a whole lot in crypto either. I mean, the only thing, I don't want to do any tax event. So if I switch from one thing to another, it's a tax event. I'm already heavily invested in crypto. I was watching Go Ivan on Tech this morning, and he had Carl the Moon on there. My boy Carl thinks Bitcoin's going to get to about 56,000 and then have a 60% pullback. My goodness, I hope he's wrong on that, because if there's a 60% pullback in the market, I am going to be very, very, very sad, stressed out, and that's crypto, man. You're on that roller coaster. So 60% pullback is possible. That means we could go all the way back down to like 25, 30,000. That will be a brutal down move to the portfolio. A lot of people are going to get stopped out if that happens, and a lot of people are going to, panic sell. Yeah, BNB is out of control, man. Let's pull up the spreadsheet. Oh, actually, the market. Yeah, we'll take a quick look. So I had bought, I wish I'd have bought more, and I'm actually checking out Pancake Swap right now. I'm gonna pull that up in a second. Bitcoin's moving. They had some news. I think Ethiopia is partnered with Cardano. So as that news starts getting out there, that might start pushing Cardano up some. My boy Gene Simmons over at KISS tweeted out that he bought, I don't know, like 300,000 or 500,000, 3 or 500,000. I don't remember. It was a lot. But he bought Cardano. So him and Charles are probably going to start hanging out. Man, my camera's really got me bummed out. Hope that thing ain't broke. All right, so yeah, Gene Simmons over at KISS bought it. They got some news. Ethiopia. I mean, they're gonna. Charles said there's gonna be news every roughly 6 weeks. There's supposed to be a big liquidity event. I don't know if this Ethiopian news is the liquidity event or, my assumption, totally assumption. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Cardano will get added to Coinbase soon, and that would be a massive liquidity event. I don't know if there's any extra coding or handling that has to be done because the Goguen mainnet smart contract's coming live pretty soon on Cardano. So that might be why Coinbase is waiting. I don't know if there's any extra work that needs to be done once that's done. So it's just possible that they're just waiting for the Goguen mainnet and that to be all good. And the next thing you know, Cardano's on Coinbase. And that would be obviously a very good thing for Cardano. It would bring more liquidity as Coinbase is one of the biggest exchanges in the US for sure. So yeah, Binance. So the battle, in my opinion, all right, so let's discuss a little bit because that's what the title says. What's better, Cardano or Polkadot? Honestly, I think there's room for all of them. I kind of like to think of it like Google Cloud versus Amazon Web versus Azure. Azure and AWS are the biggest right now. I mean, but Google Cloud's really big. So I think there's room for all of them. I think there's room for Polkadot. I think there's room for Cardano. I think there's room for BNB. I think there will be more interoperability built into them, and there might be dual and multi-chain projects that run on all of them with bridges or just flat out just working between all of them. Great Kings of Rap, are we back to give me a hard time? How you doing? And you're supposed to be the notion, and you don't know. Yeah, man. Hey, how you doing? So what is your problem with me today, Great Kings of Rap? I keep coming back, keep giving it to me. What don't I know anything about? So when it comes to crypto, I've already said numerous times that I'm very new to the game. Very early on in my crypto journeys, I just started learning about, I knew about Bitcoin in 2017. I didn't get into it. For one, it was obviously way more speculative at the time, and the on-ramps were difficult. I did have to deal with it, dealing with clients that would get cryptoed, ransomware. And so just back then, it was really, really hard to buy Bitcoin. Yeah, I think at the time it was mostly like OTC exchanges and etc. I wasn't personally involved in it. I just, I talked to the engineers that at the time did have to deal with it. I was very, very, Tasty Works. Let's take a look at the market. So all my time back then was spent trading options, futures, and stocks, which I definitely know what I'm talking about there, buddy. So I've been doing that for a long time. And then as of late in 2020, in August, I started heavily accumulating. No, I want Great Kings of Rap to keep coming back. Keep coming back, buddy. I love some good troll action. So yeah, in 2020, I started heavily accumulating Bitcoin. And then I'm like, man, I started going down the rabbit hole. I started learning about what Bitcoin was. Then I started I heard this term DeFi, and I'm like, what do they mean DeFi? Isn't Bitcoin DeFi? Yeah, but no, there's a lot more to it. Now we're starting to talk about things like Ethereum, smart contracts, oracles, liquidity pools, financing, yield farming. And I'm like, oh my goodness, my head exploded because I just started realizing how massive this was. And now even more recently, there's more and more stuff coming online. And I started learning about Cardano and their network, Polkadot and their parachains. I think that's amazing. And now NFTs, I think there's a huge future in NFTs. So my picks are gonna have some NFTs. Not necessarily, I'm not looking to buy NFTs. I'm looking to be in the plays that are NFT backed. While I think there is going to be a tremendous opportunity with NFTs, man, it's just way too difficult. It's way too early in the game. That's the kind of thing where you have to have a massive amount of money. And you don't know, like it's so early, you don't know, like a lot of these NFTs are selling for extremely high prices. You don't know what the staying power in that's going to be. There's going to be a lot of people pumping out NFTs just to make a quick buck. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. You are going to have some things like NBA stuff, obviously. I mean, that's a tough game when you look at it at real life, trading cards and etc. I mean, you could go look at what this card's worth in a book, but the time you get it valued and sold and things like that, the supply and demand is much different than what it says in the book. So we'll have to see. Yeah, let's take a look at my portfolio. How am I doing? Let's take a look at every portfolio I have and see how I'm doing. Oh, what? Up for the year, up for the year, up for the year. 3 different portfolios. For the year. What? The year is only 6-7 weeks in. You don't even want to know how much I made last year. Hey, I'm not saying I know everything, but you know, had a pretty good couple years here. Let's continue to get it going. Right now, I think the opportunities in cryptocurrency. Let's go through the stock market really quick and then we'll hop back over to the cryptos. And there is one really cool thing I want to show you guys when it comes to something I just learned this morning. And well, I mean, I knew Pancake Swap, and I've just recently really started learning about, why am I having network issues? Hopefully it's just Tastyworks. So started learning about the Binance Smart Chain. I didn't know a lot about it. Definitely starting to learn a lot more about that and what it has going with it. Pancake Swap is an AMM. Automated, what does that stand for? Automated market maker, like Uniswap. It runs on the Binance chain. They have liquidity pools over there that's really interesting, so I'm definitely going to check that out. So real quickly in the markets, everything, it's green. We've got a sea of green. Look at that, profit and loss. Profit and loss on the open. Profit and loss on the day is very good. On the open, we got a couple losers, but not by much. And I think those will charge back into the green. I'm not really looking to do anything in the stock market today. I want to see how next week looks. I've quite often talked about, I thought there could be a dip coming. Though I don't think it's coming this early, right? I was a bit surprised with the action this week. We're going to go ahead and let that simmer. I mean, I got my Tesla. I should have sold a covered call when I discussed it last week, but I didn't. Over here in the small account, we got that Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum's, what is that? It's like 70% of that account now. And then the IRA, we got a lot going on in the IRA. This is heavily focused crypto. We got an NNDM, and we got 2 NNDM puts in the money. That's fine. We got, 0 days to go. Let's see, man. I should have taken care of this. You know, I don't know if the Great Kings of Rap's still around, but he's right. I don't know anything because I should have taken care of this like 20 days ago. This is at risk of getting assigned. At the end of the day, I don't really care if I get assigned this stock, but I wouldn't want to pay expiration. But we are going to roll this out. Let's see, 1 month, 28 days. Get another. Is that $229 per or $229 total? So $456 in credit. We're going to roll that out. Extend duration. And we're already making money on it. I mean, I could have closed it out for a profit, but I love this stock. You know, Tastyworks must be having some issues. So, I mean, can you guys see me? Are we still there? Is my stream tearing up? Yeah, it looks like my network connection's fine. I don't know if Tastyworks is having some issues. Oh, it says I'm not connected. Let's try this. They might be having some problems with their exchange. I'll revisit this later today, but I definitely want to roll out my NNDM, extend duration, extend my probability of success, add credit, earn more money. All right, so that's working. It looks like we connected back up. So let me lower. All right, Tasty Works. You're getting on my nerves this morning. All right, we're gonna have to do this. Maybe I have to close it. Mara, nice little profit. We're almost back in the green on that one. Riot, how we doing in the riots? Profit for the day, we're down a bit. Oh, that's Snow. Riot. All right, that's just been a winner right out the gates. That's gonna close itself out at 50% win. See if we can get back over here and fix this NNDM situation. Not letting me do anything there. It must be stuck in limbo. I might have to close out. I'll deal with this in a bit. I can't even cancel it, so I'll need that to connect back up. Anything else over here I need to do? Palantir, we down in that one. That's just a put spread. That's making a comeback though, and we got 28 days to go on that, so I think we'll be fine on that. Should have sold another covered call on Neo before that down move, but I didn't. I am somewhat tempted to take some of my Mara and Riot off in the IRA. Put these both back down to take 30 shares off here, 25 shares off here, just in case there is a big pullback. But I think there might be a pretty decent weekend in Bitcoin this week. And as with that, I think those will continue to run. I did have some micro strategies I bought over in my big account, but I took that off because after I looked at the chart, even if Bitcoin continues to go up, there's still a pretty decent chance. They say 92% of all gaps get filled, and there is a gap fill that goes all the way down to $808. So there's a good chance that'll fill. It might just be a flash wick. That being said, I really don't need any more exposure and micro strategies over in the big account, so I'm okay with not putting that on. Let's hop on over to the crypto profile. Man, I guess I'm just lucky. I don't have any cake yet, so we're going to take a look at that in a second. So Cardano was pushing 93, 94 cents. We'll have to see there. So I'm trying a new strategy, and it almost worked yesterday. I would keep saying things like, yeah, I think Cardano's going to hit $1 today. Yeah, I think Ethereum's going to hit 2,000 a day. Yeah, I think Bitcoin's going to hit 55,000. Well, I'm putting it on record that I think there's no chance Cardano hits $1 today or this weekend. I think there's no chance Polkadot gets to 35. There's zero chance Bitcoin gets to 55,000. And what do we got left? 0% chance Ethereum gets to 2,000. BTC broke on an all-time high 3 times in the last. Yeah, man, both that and Ethereum keep pushing it. Like Ethereum keeps getting like just $1, just $2, just $10 above all-time highs, and then it kind of pulls back. This is 10 minutes behind. I think the all-time, oh man, yeah, I closed all my charts, so this is gonna be a lot of fun. Tried rebooting my computer. Yeah, I don't know anything. I'm a network systems and cloud engineer that doesn't know how to fix a camera. So that'll probably eat up my weekend, and it'll probably be something stupid. Hopefully it's not a bad camera, because then I'm gonna have to go out and buy a new really expensive camera. And who wants to spend thousands of dollars on a camera instead of investing in Binace right now, right? So let me pull up, I want to pull up the pancake swap, because I was just learning this morning, and I'm definitely, so there's 2 things I want to check out this weekend. I want to possibly check out the Theta network and do some stuff on Theta. I mean, a very bullish Theta. One of the, and I'll say that I've said it once, I said it a million times. Theta is a very interesting project. It's a decentralized YouTube. The co-founder is from YouTube. I mean, the founder is a co-founder of YouTube, and Theta is pretty freaking hard to buy in the United States. I had to go through Simple Swap. Yeah, so I do think there's a very good chance that Theta will get added to Binance.us in the future, because I do believe it is on Binance. I'll have to double check that. And it's one of the same reasons I like Reef too, because I think both of those coins will get added to Binance. I think there's a pretty good chance of that, and Coinbase too. Reef, there was something else recently. Oh, I think Reef is on this one too. So yeah, you can, and I need to do a little bit more looking into this, but you can stake and earn really nice interest on PancakeSwap and earn swap. So I don't know all the particulars on this, so I'm going to be looking into it this week. They got NFTs on here too. I don't really know. Yeah, so this is interesting. So so Pancake is an AMM, automated market maker, basically an exchange. They have NFTs. They're on the Binance Smart Chain. Check, check, check. Let's get some cake, son. I need to get some cake in my portfolio. And another really cool thing about this is you can yield farm on it, right? So you have to do these pairs, and I watched a video on this morning. I want to learn a bit more about it. But I do have Elron Gold. I do have Binance, so I can earn 181% and get that back in cake. So I don't even have to buy cake. I can just liquidity or yield farm. And I think Reef is on here too, but you can go down here and check all this out. What else do we got on here? Yeah, Reef's on here. That's 195%. Some of these like lesser known tokens have like really high 519%, but I have no idea what this JUV is. Cardano, 120%. I don't know, man. I might move some Cardano. I might have to check this out. 80 to 85% of my Cardano is on the Daedalus wallet, earning right around 5%, and I'm earning Cardano. I'm a very bullish Cardano. So again, I might move. So I did buy more Cardano even at 90 cents, 88 cents, etc. this week. So I do have about 11 to 15,000, I don't remember the total, over in Binance right now. So I could move some of that over here and earn some cake. I mean, I do like cake. I think, you know, again, it's on the Binance Smart Chain. Polkadot, Cardano, Binance, there's room for all of them. I think it's good to diversify yourself in all of them. Currently, Cardano is 28% of my portfolio. I mean, obviously hindsight's 2020. I wish I would have all in Binance instead. That being said, I do think there is plenty of room for Cardano to see $2, $3 in the very near future. Same with Polkadot. I think Polkadot's up a good 2x since I bought it, which wasn't too long ago. And I think there's a really good chance. And I'm earning 12% in Polkadot. And that is compounding they pay out twice a week. I'm earning over 1 Polkadot per week. You cannot beat that with the stick. And that's compounding. So that's paying out really well. That's done over on Kraken. Let's see. Don't pull your ADA. You can, so you're saying, I was more curious about that. So you're saying if I put my ADA in a stake pool, I could lose it if the pool goes down? Because that scares the hell out of me. I'm definitely taking it out immediately if that's the case. If that's, I just assumed that wasn't the case. And maybe that was, what they say about assuming, that makes an ass out of you and me. So if I can risk losing it in a stake pool, that makes me nervous as hell. You think they'd have some kind of safeguards against that? I mean, you still own it, right? Yeah, I'll have to do some research on that. I'm definitely going to take it out if that's true, though, because I did even have a panic attack this week. The Daedalus wallet wasn't connecting. I'm like, what the hell, man? Is there something wrong with this pool? Do I lose? Because that's a lot of money to lose. That is a lot of money to lose. All right, let's recap. Cardano versus Polkadot, as the title says. I don't want to be clickbait, but I think there's room. Yeah, I'm not. I'll have to look into that. I would find it hard. Well, then why did you say it? Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I would imagine you still own it, and it's a very good question. So I will research that this weekend and follow up on that. Because I sure as hell don't want to lose my Cardano. That would suck. I know on Kraken, I mean, you know, it would be pretty hard to lose it unless Kraken goes out of business. But and then this pancake swap, I'm definitely going to check this out. I have Binance. I definitely want to do the Binance Elrond Gold stake, earn me some cake. I mean, you know, but so the way to do this is you do have to add the Binance Smart Chain to your MetaMask. And then you do have to use Binance Coin, and then you flip. It's the video, like, man, there's a lot of steps to it. So they need to make this stuff a bit easier, but put in some hard work, you can earn some really good interest. Is there anything else on here that interests me? Again, I'm going to check out doing it with Reef. And if I were to buy anything right now, it would probably be more Binance. I do think the BNB is going to continue to go up. But how much can it continue to go up? That's a tough one. Let's pull up the market cap on it. We'll do it on the geckos. All right, so look at that, number 3. I remember when I first bought this at like $45. I only bought 4 or 5 of them because it's very, very useful. Binance.us or Binance.com has the best fees out there that I'm aware of for a centralized exchange. It is one of my favorite exchanges. The security on it's amazing. And so if you use Binance Coin to pay your fees, it's really, really cheap. BTC movement, I like the sound of that. 53.2, is that a new high? Do we got a new high in the books? 53.245. What's Ethereum doing? 1923. Come on, Ethereum. What's going on here, brother? No, I don't want your 30-day trial. Ethereum lagging a bit. Yeah, so the one problem, while I do think a 60% pullback could be in the cards, I just don't think it's going to happen, Carl, because MicroStrategy's just spent almost $1 billion. Man, you never know though. Now my wheels are starting to turn because MicroStrategy just did buy another roughly 900 million to $1 billion in Bitcoin at around 50,000. We got to assume, right? So that's a very good support level. That's a very big institution continuing to buy. We got Grayscale continuing to buy. But man, you got some of these bankers, these big banks like BlackRock trying to come in. Dude, I don't know who BlackRock rubs elbows with, but all they got to do is rub elbows with someone like an F2 pool and be like, yo, let's drive this price down. And then so I can scoop $1 trillion of it up. Because BlackRock has 7-8 trillion. And if you think they're not above something like that, man, it could happen. But if you're, so yeah, it could happen. But when it comes to this crypto, you got to know those are going to come. Those down moves, those manipulations are going to come, and just hold on to it because, you know, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Don't do it because I do it. You got to put on your own big boy pants. You got to make your own big boy decisions. It could be the top, and the bear market could come today. I don't think it's going to happen. Do I think a big pullback could happen? Yeah, most certainly could. Can manipulation get us there so some big banks could buy in? Could certainly happen. Everything loses Satoshi value if BTC is going up, especially new all-time. Yeah. No, I get it. I agree. Sometimes they move together though. So ETH in general has just kind of been lagging. It just hasn't participated like I would like. So you consider that Bitcoin is now 2.5 times above its all-time high. And generally ETH will outperform, and ETH is nowhere near even 2 times its all-time high. So in general, it's lagging behind, where you have even like Cardano and Polkadot. Cardano is not even above its all-time high yet, but it is I don't know, 20x since it's low in March, right? So it's doing really well. I think it's I do think its all-time high is coming soon. I think a double in its all-time high is coming before June, very likely, as long as they pull off the Gogan and as long as they continue to get, like, you know, Ethiopia and other countries in Africa coming on. God forbid they start getting some Fortune 500 companies like they're talking about. ADA, what is this? First, oh, their market cap. So if you were to ask me which one I would think is better, Cardano versus Polkadot, it is no surprise that I'm a huge ADA fan. It's my biggest bag. So if I had to choose, I'm gonna put my put it on Cardano. But like all, you know, as I quite often say over in the stock market, I bet heavy on Tesla because I believe in what they're doing, and I'm betting on Elon. I can just as easily say that when it comes to Charles Hoskin at ADA, Gavin Wood at Polkadot, and CZ over at Binance. I'm betting on all four, right? So Hoskinson, Wood, CZ, and Polkadot. Yeah, I don't know, man. You get it. Ethereum is Vitalik. I haven't mentioned Vitalik, so I'm betting on Vitalik for sure too. So I think there's room for all of them. I think you can't go wrong in any of them. Congratulations if you had a big bag in Binance, you know, $40, even $5, right? Yeah, Ethereum is definitely too expensive. I think that crunch could come in any of the chains, though. Potentially, depending on how congested the network gets, I guess. I'm not an expert at all that. Charles says there's basically going to be no fees. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work out. Polkadot kind of the same thing. I think Binance could be a bit more susceptible to the fees rising, I guess. Again, I don't know. That stuff I'll have to figure out. But Bitcoin, where's Bitcoin at right now? It could be pushing all-time highs. I'm saying there's no chance it hits 55,000. Very, very low chance it hits 55,000 this weekend. It's almost impossible that it hits 60,000 this weekend. Ethereum is still hovering around its all-time high of 19. It's only $30 away, $28 away. There's no chance Ethereum hits 2,000 this weekend. There's no chance Cardano hits $1. Zero chance this weekend. Probably just going to be a boring, flat, continue to consolidate weekend for Cardano. Polkadot, the same thing. Polkadot will probably pull back to like $29. No chance it hits $35, $40. Yeah, look at that. Nice little move in Polkadot. And this excellent technical analysis. I need to put my moon and rocket up here. All right, so this weekend I am going to check out PancakeSwap. I might figure out how to do some staking on here, start earning me some cake. We can discuss that on Sunday or Monday when I'm back. Let's wrap up the markets. Ooh, very good. Very green day in the markets. NASDAQ is up 38. We got to do a VIX check. How's the VIX doing? The VIX is down 0.5 point. That is definitely good for the good kids. Let's take a look at the VIX chart. Let's see, about beginning of the month, we had highs in the VIX pretty high of around 33. So this is the volatility for anyone new. The higher the volatility is, the bigger the expected moves in stocks and the more the premium and options are going to be. So this is heading back down, trending back down. I'm probably looking for a bullish next week unless some really bad news comes out from, you know, what's going on with that stimulus check? Are we getting more money? I honestly do not know what's going on with that. I can most definitely use it, and it's immediately going to go to my taxes. That being said, I obviously don't need it, and I would rather it go to people that need it more. I wish they had a better system with that. Tesla up $5 today. That is definitely good for the good kids. We're still in the money on my put spreads over here, so we need to get back up into the mid 800s, start pushing 900 again. I think my price target for Tesla in 2021 is anywhere between, I think 1,000's almost guaranteed. Anywhere between like 12 and 1500, I think, as long as they continue to do numbers. And if Bitcoin goes up, that's definitely going to be a driving factor in Tesla too. Head over to the IRA and see how MicroStrategy is doing. MicroStrategies, yeah, looking pretty good. Neo rebounding. Let's see if what's going on with that NNDM roll I did. Can I cancel that? All right, we can replace it now at least. And we can extend duration, get more money added to the account. I love it. I like it a lot. We're going to come back over here. And even though it's in the money, this position's up. And because of the credit received, I don't start losing money on that. What? I have to figure this out real quick. So a 15 and a 15. Were those the... So I initially got like $1.36 credit on that. So I wouldn't even start losing money on that. Well, actually, I would start losing money at about $13.67. That's okay, though. I do think NNDM is going to continue to trend up. At the end of the day, if I had to buy NNDM, now I've even gotten more credit. I would have lowered my cost basis more. We've received another $2.26 per contract. So now I don't even start losing money until whatever $2.26 from $13.67 is. So like we're talking in the $11 range now. So hey man, that's how you play that option game. Let's see, Riot, big move in Riot today. It's up $9. Make me holler. Mara up 230, kind of lagging behind. I think it was Fax McGee that told me I should be buying more Riot than I'm sorry, more Mara than Riot. So I did buy some Mara. I did diversify that out a bit. Now I'm wishing I would have just stuck with my gut instinct on Riot. I still love you, Fax McGee. All right, it has been a pleasure hanging out and talking to you guys today. I will be back Sunday, 2:55 for the futures open. 5 minutes before the futures open, we will definitely talk the crypto markets. We can discuss if I did anything on PancakeSwap. We can discuss if I did anything on Theta. If I'm being honest with myself, the chances that I pull both of those off before Sunday are pretty slim, but it is possible. I think the odds I spend more time on PancakeSwap are pretty high. And then after that, I will